So I've been a Packer fan for a long, long time. There are Packer bars out in Los Angeles when I was living out there, so we'd go and watch the games out in Los Angeles at the Packer bars, which was great. But my friend Bill Scott, who was a coworker of mine since about 1993, he ended up getting the chief spot in San Francisco. So he's the San Francisco chief. I'm the chief in Green Bay. So it was only natural that we made some kind of a wager for the upcoming game. So it turns out we talked back and forth on the phone a few times, came up with some ideas. And what we decided was the loser would have to wear the winner's jersey or post a picture of themselves wearing the winner's jersey on our website and then make a $50 donation to the police foundation or the other agency. And I know their police foundation does a bunch of great work just like ours does. So I figured that was money well spent if on the odd chance the Packers weren't going to win. Well, as it turned out, the Packers didn't win. Much to everybody's disappointment, San Francisco had a really solid team and they did a great job out there. I couldn't be proud of our Packers, but it came time to pay the debt. So I started reaching around the police department here to look for anybody who's a San Francisco fan, anybody have a jersey, anybody have an old jersey that they'd be willing to let me borrow. I couldn't find any. I didn't even know of any stores around here that sell San Francisco jerseys. So I thought about ordering one online, having it shipped to me for $150 or whatever a jersey costs, and then wearing it for 30 seconds and folding it up and putting it on my shelf. But then I thought, we got some guys that are pretty good at Photoshop around here. So I said, do me a favor, grab a Photoshop thing of Jerry Rice jersey or maybe Joe Montana jersey, take a picture of me, we'll Photoshop that on there, post it on our website, and it'll be good. We'll fulfill the terms of our bet. So that's exactly what we did. If you look at the picture, my photo guys, they're pretty good, but they're not professional quality. But I think it looks pretty good. Of course, we'll make the donation to the police foundation. And Bill sent me a note or two that very night thanking me for making the bet and the donation. So,
what did your friend say when he saw that you didn't really wear a jersey, that you photoshopped on it? Did he think that was cheating just a little bit?
Well, he hasn't called me out on that yet, and he's not afraid. He's never one to mince words. I'm sure he'll have something to say about that. But I did get called out on our Facebook site a couple times going, hey, that's the worst Photoshop job I've ever seen. And my response is, find me in not only in Green Bay, but in Brown County or even the state of Wisconsin, a jersey from the San Francisco 49ers. This is Packer territory. You'd be hard-pressed to find one, as I was. So rather than order one on eBay or some other website, I figured we'd do the easy way and get a Photoshop in.
The fire chief today made do on his bet, and he wore I think it was a T-shirt, a 49ers shirt.
Wish I had known. I would have borrowed it from him a couple days ago, and I had been able to wear his T-shirt. We could have killed two birds with one stone, or paid two debts with one shirt. The Police Foundation is a mechanism where people can donate to the police department to do things that the city budget wouldn't support. In Green Bay, we focus on three things: safety equipment for our officers, helmets, vests, other kinds of safety equipment, training for our officers to make sure they have the best and latest training, for instance, implicit bias training that was all paid for by our police foundation. And finally, community engagement, mostly youth programs where we pay for our explorers, uniforms for our explorers, the ability for our young people to partner with our officers to hopefully stay out of trouble, hopefully end up being police officers themselves someday. So the Green Bay Police Foundation was selected to be part of Give Big Green Bay this year. So in February, there's going to be an opportunity for people to not only donate to the Police Foundation online, but also to have that donation matched by the Packers or some other folks. So that's really the best time to do it, is during Give Big Green Bay. It's all good. It's all good in the end. I just told them one thing: wait till next year.